is time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2016 SJPorr Challenge is dedicated to your friend and ours, Paul Wickstein. Brought to you by Brewcraft USA, iMake, Gladfield Malting, Yakima Valley Hops, The Grain Bill, Brewers Exchange, Cake Kingdom Homebrew Supply, Hiraki Homebrew, and a special thanks to our silver sponsors.
What's up, B's and G's? Let's fix this damn camera yet again. I apologize. Sorry. Let's do that again. What's up, B's and G's? Some more SJPorr reviewing this evening. Now, this time, so let me clean off the bottle. We are doing 49Y-56K-85Q. I believe this is, the mistake below the lake. Yum. So this is, as the description goes on the bottle, a hoppy, fruit-forward pale with a bitter end loaded with grapefruit. This is the red-headed stepchild of session beers. For a thirsty world, of course. Bottled on the 7th of this month. So, probably the freshest of pale ales that I've received in the longest of times. Let's bust into this. Holy grapefruit. Wow. That's the second time I've had a beer where I've gone nuts about the holy whatever I saw. Shut up, camera. Storage almost full. Alright, we're gonna get about halfway through. That looks clean, so no clams. In we go. Everybody in the pool. Shut up, camera. I don't care about my storage. I've got tons. Wow. You are not fucking kidding as far as grapefruit goes. Wow. Yeah. Like, loaded with grapefruit. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna feel, like, healthy after drinking this fucking thing. I mean, because grapefruit's good for you, right? Even in beer? Wow, this is... Holy hell. Super grapefruit. I mean, do I need to say that? There's a little bit of... hold on. There's a little bit of stone fruit buried way back in there, but this is just like citrus for days. Just like a glass of juice. I mean, it's, murky like a it's not the same pinky bits, but it's murky like a glass of juice. Wow. Cheers. Thank you. I'm going to dive into this. I'm going to see where we're at with this. Thank you. Super pithy. Surprisingly not as bitter. So it doesn't dry out like a glass of grapefruit juice does, like you would expect this to on this nose. Like, I expect this to just dry me right out. And this is not drying me out. It's relatively clean. Really white. The it's the fleshy bit, like the skinny bit that you pull off of a grapefruit slice, right, when you eat it. is what I'm getting a ton of. A lot. Man, holy hell. Fruit forward is not kidding. That stone fruit that I got, kind of like the peachy kind of stone fruit almost, nectarine maybe, that I was getting on the nose, I'm not getting on the taste whatsoever. It's not like, it's not super dry, it's not super cloying as far as sweetness goes either. It's a very odd dance right in between the middle of those two, where there's a definite bitterness, but the bitterness is actually supported by a very slight sweetness. Interestingly, I'm almost looking on the nose. Sorry about the dog. I'm almost looking for a little bit of caramelized sugar, like brown sugar, like almost overly sweet, buried to like push it just a little bit, carry it all the way through is I guess the word that I was looking for, to kind of like carry it through, because there's a lot of bitterness, fruit bitterness, grapefruit bitterness, but not drying bitterness. It's hard to explain what I mean by that. It smells amazing. The taste is definitely, it's not unpleasant, but it's a little one note. If I'm gonna be honest, it's a little. Even though I'm finding some peach, some stone fruit back there, this just carries grapefruit all the way through, from the nose to the sip to the way that it finishes. It's just so grapefruit. As far as a session goes, it's 3.8%. In the summer, I could crush the shit out of this thing. I mean, this is definitely a destroyable beer. I wouldn't be unhappy, somewhere and someone gave this to me in the middle of a hot summer day. I would totally be all over this. In fact, maybe this same base with a slight bit of sour, like a little bit of salt in the sour as it goes, like a full grapefruit goes, would really be amazing with this. Because I think it's riding the line, right? I mean, it needs either, shut up, phone. Seriously, shut up. It needs either some caramelized sugar, some rounded out sweetness to base the whole thing, or it needs something even more sour to play the grapefruit off of, right? Which would give you a little bit more other fruit flavors, because I'm only pulling grapefruit other than that peach, and I'm trying to dig, and I'm just not getting it the way that I feel like I should be. There's a bit of a jammy marmalade quality to it, like an orange marmalade or a jam, but it's not sweet enough. Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm thinking. It's jammy and marmalade-y, but not enough. Like, I want it to, if it's gonna be sweet, then it needs to be like bang on. There needs to be one more step below where this is at, as far as like base flavor running through. But like I said, it's carved well, it's crushable. The body works really well for what kind of beer this is and the style of this thing. So I'm not like disappointed, obviously, because this isn't going over there down the sink. This is, I mean, I think a tweak here and again, and this would be fucking brilliant. And I think that's our issue with these low ABV beers. You know, like, we have to constantly tweak all of these low ABV beers just the smidge to get where we want it. It's tough. It's fucking tough. Kids. Cheers. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Peace.
The fuck you talking about?